very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it, if, or out of it just by feeling, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Can we ban Italo, by the way, before they say about banning me? I don't know, you'll have to ask them. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Wait, what? Huh, that's weird. It's even more abstract than your last one, isn't it? Haha, I guess it's just the way I write. Oh, God. Oh my God. What have I unleashed? I need to silence all notifications because I don't want it to keep going off. They always want to ban the innocent. Hey, it's the mods. Ah, Jesus Christ. Horrible. Absolutely fucking horrible. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of a poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your git. What the fuck? Okay, that's weird. You'll never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Okay, that's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Huh. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression upon her face. Do you like it? Anna, how did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job of explaining it. I really wanted to give it try giving it more imagery. She visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offered that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying that you've never shared your writing before? She nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, she nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scattering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. What the fuck? I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequence, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. That very light, the very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry, and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. What the fuck? Currently waiting for the moment where Anna says, fuck this, I'm out. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I'm a little confused, Yuri. I'm slightly concerned. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and convey emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So sometimes I enjoy writing about them. Huh. That's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for strange interest? Huh? He did? Yeah. He was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. He's right. Uh, I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's, well, that's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose it's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry. I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I probably would hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. Alright, so before we continue, I'm gonna go get up, stretch, run to the loo really quick, and refill my water bottle because I'm starting to feel it in my vocal cords a little bit. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. It means a lot. We're gonna keep going till my timer reads 12 hours. Right now we've got 3 down, 12 to go. Follow me on everything. I'm on Instagram, Blue Sky, Discord. I've got my own Discord server. My Discord tag is there. There's also 2 anonymous confession apps for anyone who wants to get to know me any better. And you're either watching this VOD or you're lurking in chat and you're like, I want to get to know Anna better, but I don't want to freak him out with weird ass questions. And if you want to hang out on Discord, boom. Wait, I can't type. Hold on. It's right there. You'll get memes, music recommendations, food pictures. Oh, I should probably. I think I posted my breakfast this morning. And article recommendations. No, not a double Discord. No! Alright. Sit tight, everybody. I'll be right back. I'm going to go take a quick break, and we'll keep pushing through this. Am I missing out on the dramatics chat? Am I really missing out on that much? Ooh, I like this one, Anna. It has some nice feelings in it. Huh, I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. Hee hee. It's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If that makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is pretty important part of this whole thing. Yep, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Thanks for hanging out, May. Ladies against non-binary friends, if you're not hanging out with May, you should be. Because they're into Dead by Daylight and watching them play it, it's always a lot of fun. Yeah, me neither. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about others. You need to think about yourself every once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet! Yeah! I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. That's really weird. Because those words were part of the association game I was playing earlier. Rainbow. Rain cloud. What the fuck is going on here? Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Anna. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. What the fuck? That's weird. That is not how you open a poem. Jesus Christ, dude. It's the secret little place where I keep all of my dreams, little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and bottles all in a row. My collections make me lots of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time has elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up, and in come my friends. They come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. and we're supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy crap! Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did! Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot! And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I can see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm used to you being so cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about this. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like... Wow, you called her creepy. Rude. Hey, I couldn't help it, man. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. You should be proud, you creep. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, isn't it? I hope you keep it up. Yeah! Writing's the best! I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori has always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those moments. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could sit at the front of the room.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Ugh. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've decided some pamphlets we can get out during the event.
Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event.
Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Oh, God.
Performing?
Monica? Yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us is going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori is putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Hee-hee. Stop tee-heeing, goddammit. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't start putting up these posters, did you?
Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea?
Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of the club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it'll inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself. What? What the fuck? Weird. Finding new horizons and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if it takes standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Mitsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but...
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with.
Alright! Whew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. Ahaha, that's everyone! You're the best, Yuri! This club is seriously gonna be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. Oh. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other.
No way!
Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then signs behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on her. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression upon her face, which I don't understand. And finally, Monica finishes her recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Haha. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri is fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri! It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she begins to read. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her book. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Alright, Tiki, I'll still be here. Where are we in terms of time? Alright, not too bad. Everyone joins me afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds a poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her seat and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one is called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Hee. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of the mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery as Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori said when she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Anna liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely, but it might be that other poems wouldn't quite work as well with that kind of delivery. I really don't understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just kind of embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Then next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki?
Don't make me go before Anna. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyways. Might as well let Anna lower everyone's expectations, lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it.
Natsuki? It's fine. Might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki.
Yeah. I'm going.
Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.
The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me?
Because you're presenting.
Anyway, this poem is called Jump.
Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, the sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Itsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to the seat. That wasn't so bad, was it?
Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again.
Oh, well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people?
I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing.
That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me.
Well, that's just how it is, so...
Well, I guess in that case, you won't have to worry much about it. You won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah. No problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's a big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. All right. Stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll try my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep.
Look at you two, always going home together like that.
It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jesus Christ, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to this? It's okay, Anna, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. Walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on our way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. Oh, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. Like how we get to... Sayori fumbles her words. So, let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. What? What would you do? What kind of question is that? Kind of putting me on the spot here. Well... Walking home with Yuri, huh? What does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it. God damn. Jesus Christ. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you need me anymore anyway. You know? Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. Conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I just can't lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there was no point in speculation. And again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what'll happen in that time? Entropy, really? Puppy. Yoden, thank you! Thank you. It's getting a little weird. I can say that much. It's definitely getting a little weird. And everybody seems to love the voice I use for, what's her name? The pink-haired one. Ladies, gents, non-binary friends, if you're not following a friend of the channel, Yoden, you should be. Watching him play through, Baldur's Gate 3 was a lot of fun. I think currently playing Hitman, right? Which is also a lot of fun to watch. Oh, Natsuki, that's her name. Party. Kitty or bunny? God damn it. Bunny. Explode. Happiness. Valentine. Daydream. Summer. Joy. Weird. Sugar. Oh, man. The last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing the piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up the piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember, the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're willing to help out with the festival, too.
I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great.
Huh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki?
Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food.
You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden.
Monica, do they usually have fried squid?
Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Natsuki's eating whey ice cream and smoking marbles. Pretty much.
Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people?
Huh? I didn't say that I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean, you, of all people?
Because it's right in your name. Monica.
Huh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Wait, what? What the fuck?
Huh?
Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay?
Hee hee. Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway.
Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting in the corner, sitting at a corner in the desk of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Huh? You're spacing out again. Hee hee. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh. Is everything okay? Of course! Why wouldn't it be? Just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori showed me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at her before turning back to everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if he's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. Timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Hannah, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into this a little too much, but she seems a little down today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, and I'm thinking of Natsuki's voice lines for some reason, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Anna. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Huh? You sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying maybe the thing on her mind is you, Anna. Wait, me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? Huh? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No fucking way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Anna. I get that a lot, Monica. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently speak with her. but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I look around the room. Suddenly, I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book, but she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax. You haven't even done anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are those who certainly find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's not really that big of a deal. I was just feeling a little uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today. But when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something had happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. What? Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I just don't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. And perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Anna, the world is full of meaning and often hidden deep beneath plain sight. There are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. So you think there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what's going to be on the inside of her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today, too. And I feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looks like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deep into my eyes, her expression gentle and curious, as if she were searching for something. Embarrassed, I invert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold, even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't even aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm pretty simple, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not as nearly sophisticated as you. Ah, that's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway. Skip. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Sure. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the clubroom. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve the poetry, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Monica first. Hi, Anna. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It'll also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's look at today's poem. Sure. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poems. You sure you're not reading into it too much? Ha. Could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. An old tale tells of of a lady who wanders the earth, a lady who knows everything, a beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I searched. I searched with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when others have turned away, the legend that remains, the last dim star glowing in the twilight sky, until one day the wind ceased to blow. I fall and I fall and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything, knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was always on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put that much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we all had the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there is one thing that I've noticed. It seems that everyone in this club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Haha, are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we really wouldn't have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid that it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response. Play something faster. Thank you, Danger Dork. Thank you. Also, thank you for tuning in. Ladies, gents, non-binary friends, if you're not hanging out with a friend of the channel, Danger Dork, you should be, because they're great. I met with them at TwitchCon, and then I also met up with them again at EDC. If you're into horror-based content like this, they're your person. Also, watching them get absolutely bodied in Souls-like games is really funny. And then watching their chat roast them about it is even funnier. It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Danger. Thank you. That shit was fucking delicious. It was. It genuinely was. Holy shit. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing it becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling that person your writing is good, okay, or bad, they'll just want to focus more on everything that went into it, and there are things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. Oh, wait, did I think I posted it in my Discord, Italo. And then I think I also cross-posted it in Blue's Discord, too. Let's see. Huh? Oh. Yeah, I did. We're good. Also, happy birthday. I'm glad you came into the Earth to wreak havoc because you were my favorite Doctor Doom. God damn it. I'm never going to beat those allegations, am I? I'm never going to beat those Doctor Doom allegations. That's horrible. That's absolutely fucking horrible. It's almost like having a little literature club of your own, don't you think? That's my advice for you today. Thanks for listening. Danger, you need to hear my Netsuki voice. I think you're going to like it. Allegation? More like fact. Not gonna happen, chat. Not gonna happen. Not gonna turn into Doctor Doom, I promise. Oh, I've been hearing your narration for the last 20 minutes.
This one's alright.
I've just been working on the side. Nice. Alright.
Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's, anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly glad you're trying a little bit.
Well, of course, I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Is that more of a compliment to me? Nitsuki. Sweet lover, poem writer, movie watcher, bodybuilder, chain smoker. And his Nitsuki is like Metal Clarice Lispector.
No, gross! It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off.
Really? Well, what if you just end up scaring me away?
That's, it's not like you would actually do that.
Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you.
Ugh.
Natsuki's elbow. Wait, no, that's me. Ow! Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach.
Oh? Maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all.
I was just joking, man.
Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. Ha ha!
do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around her.
Anyway.
Nitsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing even happened. I'll be your peach, really. Your mind is so full of trouble and fear that diminish your wonder over the years, but today I have a special place, a beach for us to go, a shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way that you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams, and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. What the fuck is this? I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way that you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. What the fuck?
Yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write about something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about a beach.
So you decided to write about the beach first, and then came up with the message later?
Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing. He wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it, or whatever. Ugh. You can really see her doing that, too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like that I care. Just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical, too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice.
Who should I show my poem to next? It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. Probably Yuri. Huh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not what I really meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good! That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Anna. Yuri, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Hee hee. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a bit early today. Sayori? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Well done, Anna. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing your writing like this is a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first. But now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I really can't disagree. I was afraid of this whole thing would be a chore. But it's a great way to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing. I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Anna? Huh? Well, I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinions are just opinions. As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. Kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Huh? Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing, and you have the most advice to share. Oops. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. What? For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yuri. What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. But let's move on. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma, the easiest world to get lost in, is one where anything can be found. One can only build a sand castle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in, or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sand castles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic, the breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I